renting a space right now as new office space, and we're paying a monthly rent or lease on it. But we're going to be remodeling the space. So for the past 9 months, we've been paying the rent, but we haven't been occupying the premises because we're going to remodel and add walls and carpet and all that kind of stuff. Well, we were ready to go, and start constructing, and then we found out that the roof was bad. We got that rain back in December,
right,
and there was a leak in the roof. And so now the project's going to be 2 to 3 months behind schedule.
Oh, wait.
And I've got to pay 2 to 3 months extra rent at my temporary place while I wait for the roof to get fixed and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So is there a way that I can get damages, extra rent, penalties?
Well, if this was a occupancy for a residency, there are all kinds of protections for residents. Rights to set off, requirements for landlords to fix and repair things. But commercial leases are different, and you're basically bound by what you signed in the commercial lease. So this is not like if you're living in an apartment. A tenant has a lot of rights, but when it comes to commercial leases, most of those protections don't apply. So you got to look at the lease and say what happens, who has the obligation to repair and maintain the roof in the lease? Is it you or is it the landlord?
Yeah, usually that's spelled out fairly clearly under the general heading capital improvements. I suspect that what should be done for you now is that a real estate lawyer, local real estate lawyer, look at the lease.
Or you could hold it up to the TV and we could sort of...
It's kind of dark in here. I can't quite make it out. I would suggest that
I'm holding it up. Can you see it?
I can, and there's a couple things you can do.
Turn the page.
You should meet with the landlord immediately and attempt to negotiate a resolution of it. You need to look at the lease and see what it says in regards to maintaining the roof and whether you have a right to set off the rent against that. And in the meantime, you need, I don't know why it took 9 months to start on the project. Was there a reason for that?
We were doing all the design and review and that kind of stuff.
So you now have all of approval. You're ready to go? I would start building immediately and at the same time try and find out who's going to fix the roof. In the meantime, you might go out there and put a patch or something on it so you don't, because you probably have an obligation to at least mitigate damages, and have a contractor or someone take a look at it and figure out how much damage it is. If it's less than $7,500 and the lease doesn't preclude it, you can, if you're an individual, you can sue in small claims court. If you're a corporation, you're limited to $5,000, and again, you can sue in the Santa Monica Small Claims Court. And that might get you an expedited thing, but I don't know how much it costs to fix it.
Yeah, I don't know yet either.
And next time you might want to think about signing a lease that does not require you to pay rent for a certain period of time that allows you to get the permits or whatever is necessary to do the building. And most landlords would have to do that anyway.
Yeah, in this economy, your goal should be, everybody out there, everybody other than you, your goal should be to start rent when you occupy and not before. My partner's talking about getting all necessary licenses and permits, but if you take that one step farther, yeah, I think it's further. If you take it one step more, you'll end up with a lease that says you start to pay rent when you occupy the premises.